Another day of fixing broken brains in this clown show I call a career. Yesterday, a Sagittarius screamed into my decorative pillow, declared himself too emotionally evolved for therapy, and tried to realign my chakras with organic trail mix. Oh please, I should have been a barista. At least coffee doesn't talk back. Anyway, who's today's basket case?
Hi, I'm sorry if I seem off. I just had a panic attack in the parking lot. I saw a pigeon, and it reminded me of my ex-lab assistant.
Ah, yes. Welcome, Dr. Whitlock. Please, sit. Let's begin unpacking the cognitive avalanche I'm sure you've brought in that clipboard of yours.
It's just, I can't trust compliments anymore. I used to smile when someone said, "Nice work." Now I flinch like they're handing me a live grenade.
Let me guess. You ran a study, didn't you? Dug too deep and found out praise activates the same part of the brain as deceit.
Yes, exactly. 3 years ago, I wired up 20 grad students and discovered positive feedback lights up the same cortex cluster as compulsive lying. Praise is just a polite form of manipulation.
Wonderful. So every gold star you've ever earned now feels like a passive-aggressive trap. Tell me, do you also hiss when someone claps?
That's not even the worst part. I haven't genuinely felt joy since I accidentally overstimulated my brain's reward center in a lab test.
You overstimulated your reward center. You're telling me you turbocharged your own dopamine circuit, and now real life feels like stale oatmeal?
Exactly. 7 minutes of euphoria. The perfect neurological cocktail. I've been chasing that chemical high ever since. I even laughed at a tax form once out of desperation.
Fascinating. Your happiest memory is now lab-induced, chemically unattainable, and sponsored by despair. Bravo. Please, go on. I'm sure you have more emotional landmines to detonate.
Oh, it gets worse. I can't handle group conversations anymore. Ever since I developed a voice tone analysis tool to detect insecurity in speech.
Wait. So you created a device that lets you hear people's anxiety in real time. What are you, a socially anxious dolphin with sonar?
Basically, yes. Now I can't hear someone say, "I'm fine," without hearing the subtext. "I'm dying inside and I hate my haircut."
Incredible. You've invented emotional X-ray vision and now can't unsee the rot. Does anyone sound emotionally stable to you? Or are we all just vibrating meat sacks?
We're definitely vibrating meat sacks, and that's why I'm terrified of love. You want to know why? Because of the rats.
Ah, yes. The rats. Always the romantic benchmark. Please, enlighten me on how rodents ruined your capacity for human intimacy.
2 years ago, I studied pair bonding in lab rats. Jeremy and Trixie. Perfect match. Until Jeremy ate Trixie's tail in week 4. Now I flinch every time someone says soulmate.
So your view of love has been shaped by a tail-munching rat cannibal. I don't know whether to cry or pitch this to Netflix.
It doesn't stop there. I also ruined lavender for myself. I was conditioning mice to associate scent with sadness. Now I smell lavender and start sobbing like a malfunctioning Roomba.
Let me get this straight. You Pavloved yourself into emotional collapse via aromatherapy? I bet Yankee Candle banned you from their stores.
I haven't even gotten to the worst discovery. I tried simulating love in a petri dish. Mixed dopamine, oxytocin, and serotonin. A classic cocktail. Created a blob, it ate itself.
The embodiment of modern dating. Chemically unstable, poorly contained, and ultimately self-destructive. I swear, your lab is where hope goes to mutate.
Oh, and I tried to regulate stress by linking cortisol to common household sounds. Now I panic every time the doorbell rings.
So you've neurologically trained yourself to treat Amazon packages like a horror film jump scare. That's actually impressive.
I also accidentally connected emotionally with a fruit fly once. His name was Gary. He showed vulnerability. We had a moment. I can't bond with people now. Only flies.
And here we are. A broken neuroscientist haunted by rodents, betrayed by chemicals, and emotionally entangled with an insect. You're a psychological Russian nesting doll.
I tried to raise my child using neural efficiency models. No cartoons, just logic puzzles and protein. Now he talks like a TED Talk and corrects my breathing.
You didn't raise a child. You trained a motivational chatbot with judgmental eyes. What's his name, Beta GPT?
I thought I was creating a better world, a smarter future. But I think I just accidentally created a horror movie with spreadsheets.
Dr. Whitlock, you haven't just overanalyzed your life, you've turned it into a neurological opera. Every discovery you've made has emotionally pickled your brain.
So, what do I do? Honestly, I can't even tell if you're real or a subconscious projection of my guilt receptors.
You need to unplug from the lab, throw your clipboard into the ocean, and cry over a rom-com like a normal, broken human. Start by watching a dog reunion video, then eat cake.
Cake sounds illogically healing. Okay, I'll try it. But if my neurons start interpreting frosting as betrayal, I'm blaming you.
Fair. But if you emotionally imprint on another insect, I'm calling pest control and billing your insurance.
Thank you, Wacko. Truly. I feel slightly less like a broken petri dish and more like a moldy protein bar.
Progress. Now get out of my office before you emotionally recondition my furniture. Why didn't I become a barrister? At least espresso doesn't confess its feelings during calibration. Next patient, please. But if it's a sleep-deprived jellyfish, I'm calling in sick.
A few moments later.
You don't get it, Doc. Denzel is the cinematic North Star. Combine him with the Black Panther legacy and you've got metaphysical combustion. I passed out from excitement. Twice.
Great.